Hey everybody, it's Melinda here, and welcome to another episode of the Lit Lotus podcast. Lit Lotus is a community where we love, we inspire, and we thrive together. We are lit. And if you've never joined me before, this is a podcast for empaths, yogis, and all spiritual beings who are seeking holistic health alternatives for mind, body, and spiritual well-being. Manifest your best self through self-love, habit evolution, and the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda. I'm your host, once again. I'm Melinda Van Kirk, and I lead transformational journeys to help you find better health and wellness, all with the emphasis on self-love, self-care, and simple habit evolution, following the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is yoga's sister science, and it approaches health through living a life of ease, less stress, simple foods, and a straightforward daily routine to rebalance mind, body, and consciousness. If you want to know a little bit more about what I do, head on over to my website, melindavankirk.com, soon to be litlotus.me, and click on Living Inspiration Tribe at the top. This will give you a lot more details about my group program I run. It's a year long right now, although soon I'll be offering 4-month or 6-month membership options, but it is a membership, and we get together every week on Zoom, and it's this wonderful collective of women who are there to support each other, and they're all committed to improving their physical health, their mental health, and they're approaching life with this holistic approach, with this holistic approach. So come on over, check out the page. If you're interested in talking more about it, you can book a clarity call on my webpage. And if you're really not sure and you just want to explore a little bit more, go ahead and fill out the online application, and that'll just help you get really clear on maybe some of the things you're dealing with, and then we can connect from there. So if you want to know a little bit more, the women in my group, they experience better sleep, so much improvement in their energy levels, which is one of the biggest things, a healthier weight, they have less stress in their lives, and they really feel reconnected to their bodies, and they are living their best life, and it's quite a transformation. So everyone comes in thinking they just want to lose some weight. I shouldn't say everyone, but the bulk of the people are there just to try and get a little bit healthier, and they need some guidance, and certainly I provide that, and the group provides that. But you get so much more out of it. It's amazing that the transformation in mindset that happens through our group, and really giving you those tips and tricks to help you make the small changes to see progress in your health. So this week's episode, we are focusing on this idea that you have the power to create the life you want. You are the creator of your own reality. And I know a lot of us don't see that. We feel a little bit closed in by constrictions of people around us, of obligations to our families, to our jobs. And we feel sometimes a little bit powerless, right? So I'm here to tell you today that whatever you create in your life is what you're going to receive back. So if you want to manifest something in your life, you need to create a space, an environment, taking small action to manifest whatever that is. So if you're trying to manifest better health and you're always on the go and you're always rushing, guess what? You're going to create this life of chaos and of rushing. So when you have chaos within you, or if you focus on the chaos in your life, that's what you're going to create more of. So for example, let's say your life's pretty chaotic in the sense you've got a 9-to-5 or 9-to-6 job. You've got kids you've got to run around and deal with, activities, sports, things like that. You've got a husband that maybe needs your support to help around the house a little bit more, or, it depends. I'm speaking to women right now, but it could go the other way, right? So you have a spouse or partner that you've got to, priorities with them. And then on top of that, you've got your own goals for fitness, wellness. Maybe you want to meditate. You want to do all these things, and it's like just a life filled with stuff, and you never get to stop. And that's the life that you are creating for yourself. Now, yes, there are obligations. However, you have the power to make a different choice. I'm going to say that again. You have the power to make a different choice. And I am here today to give you permission to make a different choice. Because often we feel like we need permission. Now, there's those of you out there like, fuck that, I don't need permission. I can do what I want, right? But let's face it, the majority of us feel a little bit tied down. We feel like we don't have permission to do things. We don't have permission to carve out time for ourselves. We feel like we have to do all these other things. And let me emphasize have to. Because that word have to is now putting us in that idea or mindset of obligation. And all of a sudden, you're like, not giving yourself the freedom. You've created this paradigm of constriction, like you're in this box, and this box is safe for you, but this box is also suffocating you. So your job is to create expansiveness within yourself. Your job is to come from a space of openness, open-mindedness, open-heartedness. You got to let go of that resistance and that lack mentality. All right, you've got to expand. Feel the chest open, feel the heart open. If you feel right now like your shoulders are rolling forward and you're contracted into a ball, I guarantee you, you're probably not in the mindset to manifest the life you want. So you need to find a way to carve out time for you, to prioritize you, and cut back on some of these to-dos. And that takes setting boundaries. That takes asking for help. And those things are challenging. For some reason in this world, and I am so guilty of this, I don't feel like I can ask for help. But of course I can. Especially if you have a partner. If you feel like you're supposed to be doing it all and carrying the load, and your partner is just doing their 9 to 5 and they're not helping run the kids around, or they're not helping go to the grocery store, cook dinner. Like, it's time to have a sit down. It's time to have a come to Jesus about your responsibilities. You cannot do it all. You need support, and it's okay to ask for help. So once again, I'm going to say it again. If you focus on chaos, you're creating a world of chaos. If you're focusing on doing the things that bring you joy, and the things that you're supposed to be doing. Maybe you have this calling, this deep down sense of like, I know I'm meant to do more. Some of you might know right away what that is. Some of you might need to explore that. Either way, your purpose in this life is to embody the gifts that you have. They are to express the gifts that you've been given. And we all have God-given gifts. And if you don't believe in God, we all have divine energy giving us gifts. We are born with talents, right? And we're born with things that bring us joy and inspiration and make us feel that love and make us feel expansive. And it is your job on this planet, in this lifetime, to feel that expansiveness, to bring your gifts to other people. Because when you're your best self, you are creating the life you want, and you are attracting those into your life that are going to bring more of that back to you. So if you're creating a life of chaos, or feel like you're disempowered and you're giving into this life of chaos, you are bringing that more of that in. So you might be asking yourself, well, what can I do right now to bring me joy in this moment? I am feeling super stressed out. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know how to make steps. Let me tell you right now, the first thing that you can do, and one of the most important things, is do some mindful movement. It might be like a yin yoga, restorative yoga, qigong. I don't want you to go hard at the gym and, box. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe that's like your fitness. That's great. Keep doing your fitness. But I want you to start every day and start with this clean mindset. Maybe it means getting up before everyone else, and that might mean going to bed with the kids, right? If the kids go to bed at 8, maybe you need to go to bed at 8 so you can get up at 5 or even 4 and do the things you want to do. Because having that quiet time in the morning before anyone else is awake is a treasure. It is golden. It is the most wonderful feeling to just, if you live in a 2-story, go downstairs or go into another room far away from the bedrooms and just have that time to move, to breathe, to relax, to enjoy a cup of tea, whatever it is you need to do in the morning to clear your mind and set yourself up for this day of expansiveness. And then you can set your boundaries too. So I'm going to invite you for this week. We're going to keep this podcast pretty short today, but I want you to take time, carve out time, go to bed early one night, maybe every night. But if you can do one night this week, go to bed early, turn off the TV early, maybe go read a book before bed for a little bit, go to sleep, no screens, okay? If you have an e-reader, that's a little hard on the eyes. Blue light affects your sleep. It's been proven. So away from the screens, at least an hour before bed. Maybe even meditate before bed, and then plan your morning. Get up early, do some mindful movement. Even if you are like a vinyasa yoga lover, can you do a yin yoga in the morning? Can you do something that's a little different that slows you down? And can you then meditate? Can you give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you are called to? And if you're feeling that resistance, I'm going to ask you to do less, but still do it. So for me, I've been having this resistance come Sunday mornings. I'm wiped out. I book Thursday, Friday, Saturday, always are busy. Now my Sundays are busy. So I have Sunday mornings still. I don't have to do anything till about noon on Sunday. And I have been having major resistance to doing anything in the morning. And I found these 10-minute yoga videos on my Glow app that I love. And they've been doing these like 10 and 15-minute little mini series. Even if it's a vinyasa, it's 10 minutes. And I'm like, yes, I've done something. Or I'll do a 10-minute Qigong on YouTube. Qigong with Seni. She's my favorite. Seni with Kseny, I believe. And she does these 10 to 15-minute videos just to stretch and move the body. And then I sit. And I prioritize my meditation above all else. So if you only have 10 minutes and you don't have time to do your yoga, do like a couple sun salutes and then sit on your cushion for 5 minutes. And see how you feel after that. And can you set your boundaries and your intentions for the day? Can you allow yourself to feel expansive in the morning? And I want to hear from you. So when you sit down on your cushion and you feel expansive, you set your boundaries. You've set your boundaries with work. You're not staying late tonight. You're working your hours. You're taking breaks through the day. You're getting out of your desk, away from your desk for lunch, off your screens for lunch. You're going outside for a walk. You're doing all the things that are going to reset you and bring in this calm and expansiveness. And then you're going to just stick to it, right? If somebody asks you to do something last minute, you're going to say, I can't, I have an obligation. And then you know what your obligation is? It's you. Your obligation is you. And if you have kids' sporting events and you have a busy day, all the more reason to do those things in the morning, right? If you have to leave work at 5 to get to your kids' football game, let's say, and hopefully that's something that brings you joy, right? Because normally those are the things that do bring us joy. You want to be there. And then it gets a little chaotic. You need to ask for your help from your partner, your friend, your mom, your sibling, whoever you have that can help you. Maybe they can cook dinner, or they can help you, pick up another kid, or whatever it is that you have to do. You don't have to do it all, because when you do it all, you are never going to feel anything but chaos. And I guarantee you, when you start enlisting the help of others in your family, your partner, your friends, it's going to feel so much better for you. And you got to let go of a little control. You can't expect perfection. You can't expect someone to do something just like you do it. But when you ask for that help, it's going to help you bring in the calm, and it's going to help you create this life you want. And then underneath all of this is self-love and acceptance. Because when you set your life up this way, and then you accept yourself for just as you are, for this amazing, amazing human being, and you feel that expansiveness, you're going to be able to breathe. And you're going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. And just let it go and feel your chest expand and open. And you're going to experience that love and acceptance right back to you. It's going to be reflected back to you in the people you meet. And that's going to bring you to this next life. And you need support for that. So if you're trying to get healthy, and you're feeling contracted and it's too hard and you don't have time and this and that and this and that, you need to surround yourself with people that support you. Whether that's loved ones, whether that's joining a group like my group. If my group's not suitable, maybe you find something different, but you need that love and support. When you surround yourself with people that have the same goals that you have and have taken action already, and you see them as inspiration, and then you become a leader and you help new people come, that are following you in, it's going to be like this explosion of amazingness because you have love and support. Then you become a leader and you start living this life of your dreams. Even if it's like business coaching, if that's what you need to invest in yourself because it's the single most important thing you're ever going to do. And when I say invest, I do mean money, and I do mean time, and I do mean priorities. And when you become the best version of you, your life around you is going to transform into this most beautiful, amazing, awesome, fantastic life. You are going to have everything that you've ever wanted, and you're going to release this lack mentality. But it all starts with how you start your day. So you can't start in this life of chaos. If you start your day with chaos, you're going to have chaos all day. And you need to realize and have the self-realization that you are love. You are God and universal energy, and everything inside of you is what you experience outside of you. You are a microcosm of the macrocosm. And you've probably heard that before. I did not come up with that myself. And when you can realize that all that you want is actually possible, and it all starts with you being your best self, it changes everything. And I know there's a lot of issues sometimes we have to work through. I feel it myself. I know I experience, we all experience those days of like feeling less than. I still struggle with feeling worthy sometimes. And it pisses me off when I get triggered. Like, God damn it, I've done so much work to feel worthy and capable. And I know I have amazing things to say and amazing things to share. But things happen in life. Things happen within the last couple of weeks that really triggers those feelings of I'm not worthy. And it all stems back for me to childhood. And a lot of us probably have childhood traumatic moments. Some trauma is bigger than others, but we all experience these things growing up where all of a sudden we're made to feel less than. And so to create the life you want, there is inner work to do. There is shadow work to do. But I promise you, if you take one step on this path and then another and another, you're going to get there, and you're going to find the support you need in all areas of your life. I am a firm believer in therapy. I'm a firm believer in surrounding myself with people that are like-minded, that are uplifting. I'm a firm believer in setting boundaries, and it's a work in progress, believe me, because that's my weakest area, setting boundaries. But it's been a journey, and I'm so appreciative of all those tough moments. Those moments of pain and tears and sadness and depression, they've all brought me to this place of joy and peace and serenity. And I don't have it 100% of the time. I don't think that's possible. We all have moments that stress us out. But when I can learn from those moments and come back to joy and peace and serenity, like what an amazing journey that is, right? What an amazing experience. So for this week, I'm going to ask you to pick your day, at least one day, and then see if you can make it two. And we're starting small, and I want you to start with the smallest thing that you cannot say no to. So for me, that's a 10-minute video of yoga and sitting on my cushion for 5 minutes. That's the smallest thing, and there's no way I can't find 15 minutes in my day. And so I hope that you can find 15 minutes in your morning, every morning. You can get up a little bit earlier and find that sacred space in the morning. And I'm telling you, it's going to be life-changing. Because when you get in that habit of going to bed early, getting up early before everybody else, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be anywhere else. This is my time of calm, peace, serenity. And you are setting yourself up for the most amazing day. All right. I would love to hear how your experience is for you. And once you have that experience, you're going to start craving that again. You're going to crave those feelings of expansiveness. You're going to crave to meditate. It happens. It takes time, and it's a slow process. But you start with one day, then it becomes 2, then 3, until finally it might be every day. But if it's not every day, that's okay. You don't want to beat yourself up over it. All right, so I'm going to sign off for this week, but thank you so much for listening. Feel free to send me a message. I'm on Insight Timer every Friday morning at 8 a.m. There is a free/donation-based yoga class I teach with meditation. So maybe that's a step you can take towards finding your best self, finding this expansive you to create the life that you want. Of course, you can find me on my website, litlotus.me or melindavankirk.com. I'm here in Columbus, Ohio at Balancing Out Yoga, as well as the Reiki Center. And yeah, I would just love to hear from you. Send me a message or go on my website, send me an email, and let me know how it goes for you. All right, I'm signing off this week. Thank you so much for listening. And if you like this podcast, please subscribe. Please rate this podcast. Share the love. Send it to others. And having community is so important to spreading this message. So I do appreciate it if you can send it out there. And I'm asking you today for help with that small way of spreading the love and sharing. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.